All right, guys. So I'll get straight to it. So on my side, yesterday, it's been a good trading week so far. But yesterday, I called for the 800 level on my Discord group, Texas Heights, and we got that. And price has since stalled around the 800 level. So my expectations now is I wanted to see price dive a little bit deeper, either on Nasdaq, S&P, or 30. I want to see them take out these lows. So if Nasdaq runs higher, being that it's Friday, if it runs higher and it gives us some breakdown, I'll be interested in potentially taking shorts, right? So let's also highlight where price opened today. So yeah, if you see it right here, right, this is new. This is I guess I can just delete these for now, but well, try and ignore these fibs. But point is, there's clear highs here on Nasdaq. Price can easily just keep running through that and keep going. I think that just might be the case. Um, I'm not in a rush to do anything. It's been a good week already, but if we do get some type of breakdown after hitting this level, I would be interested to just take it lower to take out these lows, perhaps. So, because I did want to see either on Nasdaq or S&P. I mean, US 30 or S&P or Nasdaq. I want to see one indices run a little bit lower, and I want to see do it first. The fact that's going higher first, right? Yes, it looks bullish. It is bullish overall, but I'm trying to keep in mind the fact that it's Friday and folks have already been benefiting. Buyers have obviously been winning. There's option contracts that expire today. So the question is, will they just keep on driving this higher to keep them giving them more value, or maybe just drop it a little bit lower, right, to end the week? So it's like either close out your profitable positions or you're sitting there hoping for more, just being greedy. So I'm gonna highlight this. So new day opening gap low. And I'll be inclined to take shorts too if Nasdaq runs this higher high, make a higher high, and we don't see the same thing happen for S&P 500 and US 30. So that's just what I'm expecting, and I'm gonna execute on my account here if he gets the opportunity. Keep in mind, I have other accounts that I'm executing on, so those will take priority. So just in case you see me begin to trade slowly, or yeah, which you might deem slowly, is because I have to prioritize the accounts that really matter. This is just a demo account right here, but it's good to show executions on here, right? Okay, what happened? Something happened I don't like. Okay, cool. Yeah, so we'll see. It's right around higher. It's barely tapped those highs, but we have one run. It's tapped the highs nonetheless. And I'm not even in a rush to like force the sells. Perhaps I'll just take one, two sales max if it provides the opportunity. I do like these lows right here. So we'll see what happens there. And again, no rush. It's Friday. Patience is the key today. And we're being patient here. So what am I watching at this moment for any potential executions, right? First, I want to watch here. I want us to trade below that. If we can get that, that'll be first indication that we might want to see a breakdown. So again, it's Friday. But our candle about to close. We're about to get into 10 o'clock. I love 10 o'clock because the 4 hour candle closes at that time and it's just the start of a new 4 hour candle. So we're going to draw a vertical line at 10 o'clock and just see what price does after 10 o'clock. Ideally, this is when I like to execute. I might miss some trades, but overall, this will give me a sense of what market participants are thinking. Because so far, we can see at 9:30, price has dropped a little lower, but then went higher. And it's been bullish so far all week for the most part. So the traders are probably thinking this wants to keep going higher, and it just tapped those highs. So it might just trigger some people, some buyers in. Again, this is overall on the higher time frame a very bullish market. But I can see reason for them to want to drop it Friday, just for the sake that folks have been profiting from buys. And you have to understand there's options, contracts, right, that have expiration dates. So would the market just want to keep giving them that yield, or are they going to take away some of that, right? And those that are willing to take the profits, take it. And also, if you're a trader, if you're ready to make some money on Friday, if you're ready to make some money on your calls, right, and it's Friday, you perhaps want to peel it off too, right? So that's the reasoning there of why I'm expecting a potential little melt off. It doesn't have to be deep, but just a little bit. And then perhaps you go to minute opening price. I like this level here as well. It doesn't have to crash all the way down. This is a level here I'll be anticipating. All right. It's below minute opening price, so I kind of like that level. And then if it gets really rowdy, then over here. But I don't see that happening today. So it's going to be patient, patient, patient here. Nothing to really press right now. But again, I like how there's all these lows here. Is to me, if we were to get some type of drop, it would be a little aggressive. And then on a 15-minute, we're gonna keep this area in mind too. All right, 1x this. I would like to see him punch it one more time though, and really clear out this liquidity here. Still just resting there. 1 second, guys. All right, guys. So yeah, still nothing to do here. And if you're a buyer, I mean, I'm still not a fan of these buys either. Now I'm watching here. I'm going back on the 5 minute chart. Nothing has indicated for me to take a single trade here. So all we're doing now is just watching, right? No rush. I'm watching here to see if this wants to deliver some shorts, perhaps. Let's make that green. I'm not persuaded at all to do anything. Just observing. I want to see price give me something. If it does, I think we could see these lows here get tagged. These lows are tagged. These could be on the table too, honestly. If price. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense to me. Even though this low kind of already tagged it, but I don't put too many things on my chart where it looks a little messy. Personally, I want to see them run higher one more time. That's what I want to see. And then break down. Patience, patience, patience. See, a lot of folks see that fair value gap and then want to rush to get into sales. I'm not saying it can't happen, but already it proved to me that it wants to do that. And then just jump in there. And ideally, I want to see them. Yeah, let it prove to me that it wants to do that before I just jump in there. And we said the 5 minute level that's in the way. So even if you want to short from there, it doesn't make sense. At least for me, it doesn't make sense because we still have this 5 minute level here that's also holding price. So I want to see ideally a high time frame compared to 1 minute chart. I want to see that get overlapped, the fair value gap get overlapped there, or as we call it, the loop zone get overlapped. The distance between here and here is too short for me to be taking a sell. But the distance from here, if we overlapped it to here, it's reasonable. Okay. Patience. See how it overcame that fair value gap here. Or loot zone, fair value gap, same thing. It's our lingo, the Texas Heights, the loot zone. But look how overcame that, right? So it's not ready for that yet. What I'd like to see is this push price higher one more time, and then perhaps give us a breakdown if we're gonna get it at all. I'm not gonna force sells, right? There's certain things I'm looking for. I need to see a run below here. That's what I need to see. If we can strongly close below that, cool. I like that. These lows become targets. Patience. All right, so that's candle closes here. I like what we're seeing so far, though. I like it so far. Still not sold on sales yet. I'm not sold on anything, to be honest. I'm not sold on nothing. Not even sales. Mm-mm. I want to see one more, just one more run higher. One more run higher. We need to see that. One more run higher, and then a breakdown. I like that. Patience, patience, patience. One second. All right, guys. So we're seeing somewhat of a breakdown here. I mean, I actually like this right now. I like this right now for a quick sell. Stop selling. Obviously, there's a lot. Contract and no sell more debt. I don't think this would be a decent sell. Even though in the 5 minute, again, it still has this level to contend with. So it's our first strike of the day. I'll put a stop loss just above here. So that works for me, and I'm expecting price to then continuously drop lower. So now we just gotta be patient. As you can see, price doing its thing. All right, so we're seeing price drop now. And the reason why I was inclined to take that trade without this closing below the 5 minute, I mean, the structure was just there. All this consolidation, structure being set up. I mean, at most, right? Squeezing the trigger could just, it's just a trade. And it gave everything I was looking for. I did want to see run up higher, didn't give that, but that's cool. It gave a lot of structure here. So I felt like even though the 5 minute had not closed yet, it gave a lot of structure where I was willing to at least squeeze the trigger for sales. Now the question is, we're hitting the new day opening gap, which is 9:30 opening price right here. Do we then make our way lower, right, to take out these lows and this lows? I think so. I think we get someone on liquidity at this point. Just again, the question always yields how deep can we go? But at this point, this would have been this is a good. I won't exit here, but it's a good like area where we can expect a price reaction. All right, where price can potentially retrace aggressively higher. So that right here actually, maybe it's too far gone. Cool. That's that position. All right, so watch these lows here. Let's see if price can get to them. And remember, this is the first area where we're probably gonna see here. Obviously, we can see some type of like reaction. Here's the 50-minute level, so this could easily cause some reaction. But again, you gotta think about it. If what will help me focus on sticking to the shorts is I'm just keeping in mind that the buyers have won all week for the most part. Everyone has been excited about the interest rate cuts. It's Friday, so it's two things. Markets have been excited. So if I was, and I did buy some calls, I got them yesterday. If I didn't get on my calls yesterday, I'm for sure getting on my calls today. So with people exiting positions, it's just how I'm logically thinking it. That should yield to the price dropping, especially on Friday. And then on top of that, with it just being Friday, like I just say people are holding their positions, right? They want to hold for longer. The market makers are not they're gonna give those that are stubborn. They don't want you to eat. Okay, so they're gonna take away from them. Now at this point, this could be this is a trade right here. This is exactly what I was looking for. It dropped from let's call it 2780 to 555. It's about 25-point drop. And any other day, I'll be satisfied. I wouldn't be satisfied with 25-point drop, but like the distance, this one like entry to the first target when it's not strong, because this is ideally a place I can exit. I don't want to, but this is a good exit right here. I'm just using the logic that if I was them, I would run out some liquidity, and liquidity exists right here. It's equal lows here, so I'm gonna try to hold this longer. But keep in mind that alone is the trade I was saying we were gonna see. I see the reaction we're having so far. I'm just gonna move this right here. I don't really like to move to break even so quickly, but move this right here is logical. Oh, I didn't confirm. That confirmed? Yeah, confirmed. Yeah. So that's where it requires patience and then just you having conviction on your trade. This could totally still, for me, end up in a losing trade, and I'm okay with that because one is just one trade for the day. And on top of that, the logic still exists, which is markets have been going up all week. I would like to run out some liquidity. We already got our first target hit though. That's the only thing that's becomes like a mind barrier where like, well, hit my first target, I could have got out of here, which is true. Perhaps I could have got out and then when it trades back here, get back in for another sell. But I don't really care to do stuff like that. Patience. I actually like this acting as a C4 here. I would expect this to hold price. So full scale here. I would like to see that hold price off. The trade is good. I should hold it off. This up close candle ideally should hold off price. If it goes above that, then the trade is cooked. This would be a time where I was around the trade but still took a loss because you guys saw me call. I want to see price go here, but I just want to see more, right? I want to see some on liquidity, and I'm okay with taking a loss there. If again, that's if that's what occurs. Only reason I'm bringing it up because it's reacting from the exact level I was expecting reaction from. But I can still see the bears do their thing. Right, nothing has changed my stance. The only thing I'll change my stance here is if we get a run above this candle, so up close candle here, then obviously I'll be out the trade to begin with. And that'll change my immediate stance in terms of like potential sells. Because what this could do is run all the way higher and still give us the breakdown again. It could easily do that. And I'll be still looking for those shorts if that happens. If that happens. Because I really want to see like a cleaner run on these highs. So part of me is also thinking, right, that if they do jam this higher, they can clearly run these highs out strongly and then still give another breakdown. They could do that. If they're not gonna do it in one shot here. And I'll be here for another like 30 minutes, by the way. Yep. Looks like I'm gonna run the pause. I'm gonna close out before it hits my stop loss, if it allows me to. Cool. All right. So now I'm just gonna see again back on the sidelines. I want to see if we can get a run here. I just see my stop would have ever got hit. By the way, this is one thing that sometimes happens. So my stop was pretty much above this candle's high. I want to see if that would ever get hit. I think it will, but sometimes when price just close your stop, just close out a trade. Part of me will be pissed if this actually drops because then I just acted too soon. Um, but let me erase this. Oh, I'm gonna play out. Let's watch it. But I think they want to run these highs one more time. If I was them, I'll run this one more time higher, stronger. So I discourage those that are selling. And if it does still break down, then I'll finally take out these lows. So one thing I've also learned is like you can't get discouraged whenever this entry for buyers right here. At this point, you should want to go below this down close candle. This down close candle for buyers, you should want to stay above that and give us a run here. Yeah. So if you were patient just to be a buyer only, it would look something like this. Something like this, perhaps. Again, I'm not doing shit, but it'll be something like this. The range is too tight. 26 points is nothing, bro. That's why I didn't close out here. If this was like a 50-point drop, I would definitely took something on the table. So we got what we were expecting, but it ended up being a losing trade, right? I didn't take the full loss, but ended up being a losing trade just because we got what we're looking for, but it just wasn't like enough distance. And this is why, like, when you are trading, you want to make sure there's enough distance between your targets. I did want to see it run below there, but again, if you watch my last two videos about changing your perspective as a smart money trader, you have to understand that all these levels we have them because we expect the price to react to those levels. So you cannot be surprised when price is reacting to a level that you already have highlighted. Right? You want to expect that versus trying to ignore it. You shouldn't ignore it. And that's one thing I'm avoiding. That's why I was quick to get out. Again, this could still just drop. Really still could. And again, my stop was right here, right? But I'm not really impressed by price action today. So I'll be patient. If it still drops, whoop de whoop. That means I got out too early. And then stick to my convictions. It won't be the first time. It won't be the last. I'll just watch price play out. So it looks like that's what we're getting here. So I perhaps got out too early. So price never ran above these highs here. It never did that. So it looks like we're about to get that sell off. Let's see. I don't really care to press button. Traded too deep into this candle for me. And they barely tapped these highs. So I can see them run that higher one more time. One more time, just running higher. That's what I can see. But they keep going lower. Hey, it is what it is. So if they leave the high, this is nothing. Another scenario. Again, it's Friday, so we got to thread it very lightly. But if they leave, where's my stop loss? Okay, cool. If they leave this highs in place like this, just barely tapped it, and then run all the way lower to take out all this liquidity. Depending on how quick they do it, I will still look for a reversal. Take the potential for a reverse, take things higher. But to run it first, I'm looking for a breakdown stick. I can see it breaking up, but it's tricky. So I do nothing, nothing, nothing at all. I don't got to trade every day. You always got to put the bread at risk. It's tricky for me. Even if it drops, I wouldn't be like, I knew it at this point. It's tricky. I'd rather be on the sidelines right now until there's one thing or other. Either runs out the highs at 24,815. That's all I want to see do. One of those highs and then eventually just drop. Or it straight drops from here and goes to 24, 730. Something like that. Sales look strong though. Just doing the drops here. If it's serious about selling, this right here should drop price. If these sales have any seriousness, that should drop price. Any seriousness to it, this should sell off price. So just gonna watch that. We're gonna sell 5 contracts. We do half the position. For me, just like just gonna put my stop loss above here. So we do have the position. Oh god, what I moved the wrong thing. So I just looked up my whole chart. My stop loss. That's position at this point. Let's see if we can get that sell off. So moving with caution here. But it needs to start moving away from this level here. So and this one, I'm gonna let it play out, so I won't close out early. But we start moving away. Only way I close out this trade here is if we go above here. If we go with this fair value gap here, then I'll no longer have the trade, and we'll wait for again to run on those highs up there. Let me see some speed here to attack these lows. It needs to run past this new day opening gap high, which is again 930's opening price. It needs to run past that aggressively. At this point, ideally, price should not even come back over here. It should not. So I'm even going to tighten up this stop loss even more further down here. So now we're better risking shit. If it runs back in here, I would consider adding to that position. So I'm just going to add a sell limit. It comes back right here. Cool. So already added this in again. So our risk is low, relatively low. 10 contracts, 387. That's pretty tight stop loss. So 19-point stop loss, cool. And we can have a target honestly down here. Okay. Now it's coming back to this level here. The question is, when it gets here, is it going to run through it? And we need to run through it. We got 4 minutes on that 15-minute candle. So how this candle closes is important, right? Because it's going to be the close of the 15, like pretty much needs to close beyond this level here. I would like to see that. This candle right here needs to close beyond here and perhaps tag these lows. And we can peel off something here. Let's see, huh? The price keep pushing, if it will. At this point, there should be no reason for price to want to, what's something else? Uh, it should not want to come back above here. If it starts coming back above 9:30 opening price and goes above this up close candle, I mean, it shouldn't go above this one here. If it starts doing that, then it's just a doo-doo day. So I'm even gonna move this lower here. There's no reason why we should see price do anything stupid from here. If it's serious, all right. If it's really gonna do with the sales on this move, it should not want to start coming all the way back. It should be straight delivery now. So we have 2 minutes for this candle, the 5 minute candle to close. Let's watch how that closes. Again, ideally, I like to see it close outside those orange lines. We trade into 1 minute loop zone, which I'm not gonna highlight here, but it's there. Let's see if that can deliver price lower. Okay, these lows look good here, so I'm gonna put a buy limit there, right? Take off. Let's do 4 contracts. Let's see what price, if price can get there. So again, it's traded back into this level. This is the area that, again, we need to see price overcome. We need to see price overcome that. We have about 2 minutes for that 5 minute candle to close. Let's watch how that closes. Live markets, guys. Live markets. This is not, I mean, because your chart's doing the same thing. Whatever I'm calling is happening right now to the T. This is live markets, so we're having fun. I'm just a student of the game. Not no guru, not no mentor, just student. Student of the game with some experience. That's all. But let's just see again. Let's see this target again. So this is where you can say, okay, you gotta peel something off here now. Are you still gonna wait again? I'd rather just wait. At this point, I think there's some liquidity resting here at least. Price want to run to. I would expect this at least at minimum. Okay, just taking out these lows here. Nice. Can we get more? Is the question now. Can we get more though? It's a real question. Is that all we're gonna get? Well, so the 5 minute candle now closed outside that level. Well, next 15 minute candle just started, so just keep that in mind. Let's see how this one's move. We've had to, so if we trade above, again, next 15 minute candle started. So price can trade above it and then still drop. So price has given 2 nice deliveries. That if, again, if I was someone that just want to take profits here, I could take the first one, which I'm not. I didn't want to take profits here. But then it's dropped in here again. So this could be another profit spot. Again, obviously I'm not taking it. And this could turn around. I'm okay with it though. This could turn around because it's still dancing in this 15-minute fair value gap here is dancing, man. It's dancing. It needs to start moving. Structurally, looks everything looks good, but it needs to start moving. I'm gonna highlight one other area. It's the illusion I was talking about the 1 minute chart. Close. Barely tagged us right there. Do your thing, Nasdaq. Stop playing. Stop playing. Do your thing. Hmm. Now the markets are just playing with us. Maybe. Now, but again, this is where I could have, woulda, coulda, shoulda, but these lows just got taken here. What time is it? It's your 9:30 lows. Perhaps just take some off right there. But I'm waiting for these equal lows to get tagged, dude. I just hope it's not a day where they just play around. That's all. I'm not. But I see them run this. This should run it. This should run it. Because this should give traders a thought process. This is a demand zone. And I want to see them just yam through that. They shouldn't want to trade all the way higher, though. Depending on what price does, I'm liable to still flip bullish, by the way. But I want to see those lows get taken. Because there's still liquidity resting at 24,815, in my opinion. Wow, look how it came very close to my. It's like they must be watching me. How you gonna come that close to my exit and turn around? Stop playing. Markets are playing. Well, the 5 minute chart, on the other hand, has created a nice little zone there. So on the left of your charts, it's a nice little zone, or it's called a fair value gap. That'll just create on the 5 minute chart. So even if it goes a little higher, I still want to see that reject. I just want to see it trade strongly above the NDOGH, which is the new day opening gap high. I don't want to see that. As long as we don't have that, then I'm still okay with the sales. They should want to run those lows on the 5 minute chart. If you look, it looks like a level where it's a lot of support. I think it's still in that area of support. Those orange lines, we're playing with them. We have not had a 15-minute candle close below that. That's why it's dancing there. So next 15-minute candle closes in about 7 minutes. So we'll see if it wants to close below that. If it trades above it, then we could just see a run higher. Yep, look at that. Look at that push. Is there news that came out though? That was weird. That push came out of nowhere. I hope there was news. Trump say something. These days you gotta check. What did Trump say? Because Trump said something. That was a random push higher. I don't like that. I don't bet Trump said anything from what I can see on my side, but that was an interesting little spike. So still gonna stick to it. Again, this could just lead to another push higher. Trump's last truth though was a post of him. I'm looking at this right. I'm not taking look at this website. Was a post of him in front of his computer, in front of Intel, pretty much in front of the charts. So I'm curious. That's a signal. Just keep buying. But 11 hours ago, Trump posted on True Social him with a picture of the charts. I don't know how to analyze that, so I'm not gonna. I'm not even gonna. But okay, so look, if this turn bullish, it'll be from here. It'll be from here. This level here can deliver. If this is turn bullish, we'll like to see this push. This level here should act as an order block to push price higher. If this is a turn bullish, so if I start seeing some strong reaction here, I'll be out the way. Strong reaction here, and we trade above this new day opening gap high, I'll take buys. So if I see a reaction right here, it's gonna have a lot of stuff on the charts now. But if I see a reaction here and gives us a higher on the 1 minute chart, I will flip. But if we don't see that, then obviously we're straight. I still like the idea of these lows. Again, all I'm doing is highlighting areas I'm expecting a reaction. And if I have to wait for price to either react or not react there. If it doesn't react, cool. I stick to the current trend. If it reacts, I have to consider that. So those are just ran straight through that area. So again, good thing I didn't, I'm not just on the flip sides right away. So these lows to me are still in the crosshair. They should just run it. I don't know why they're playing. So let's look at this from a 5 minute view fully. Just run this shit. Run here. So it's a regular trading hour chart. See something real quick. Just run these lows almost. But they did take out the low today. This is where 9:30 open. Swing low here. They already took that. That could be enough for them to want to push price higher. So I have all that in mind. But if we decide to go lower, I think this could get targeted. But these highs to me are still clean. Anyways, back to the program. So I'm keeping all that in mind. Okay, this is still looking good. So if we get a strong move above these last down close candles, I will be looking for buys. At this point, they're dancing. They're dancing with these lows. They might just leave it. And then one thing that's in the back of my head is like, this is also a 750 level. Well, I don't want to draw too many things on the chart, but it's a 750 level here. So perhaps on this institution level, say, hey, look, once price gets to 750, buy. I don't care. So they could be defending 750 for today. And it makes sense. It's below 930 opening price. It took out swing low. That could easily be the case. So I'm very, very cautious of the fact that this could still lead to a bullish momentum because this is a bullish market. And I don't want to overstay my stay as a seller. Okay, this is not giving me what I want. So yeah, I can see buys taking place here. Still not rushing out, but I can see this turning around. I just want to run out liquidity first. Can y'all give me that? Just run lower first, man. Run lower first. All right, again, so this candle here, as it closes, how the 50-minute closes, meaning it's still staying above this 15-minute level. So that level looks like it wants to be defended. If this candle stays like this, if it stays above here, we have to keep in mind that the 50-minute chart has not shown a full reason to want to go lower yet. It's supposed to be at time actually drop off. What's now they're looking like? Okay, so it's on a 3-minute basis for a second. 2-minute basis. And how does 50-minute candle close again? It closed above this level here. So that's the close of that candle. This is not looking good for sellers anymore. Not a fan. Not a fan of that. Yep. So price, look how, okay, then I close this out, guys, by the way. It's demo being weird. But look at how it came so close. The price has played today. But okay, now we should look for the size. Price is obviously defending the 750 level. So at this point, we should want to see something like this in price. I'm just be patient too. I'll take that out the way. I'm probably doing shit actually, but I can see buys going. Now I'm in between. I can see buys going crazy though, but nope, not gonna press a button here. Yeah, not gonna do it. I can see buys going crazy. I'm a fan of this, man. This is Friday, Friday, Friday. 2 minutes chart looks good still for a sell off, guys. So again, I'm at this point I'm conflicted, right? It came very close to my targets. 5 minute chart still looks good for a sell off too. So it's really I just have to stay out the way on this one. So I had 2 opportunities where yes I called the price going lower. It did it. It just did not hit the targets. It came very close and then ran away. And perhaps it gives it to us now. But I'd rather be sidelined at this point. Yeah. But these lows to me should get hit, dude. Should get hit. So just a quick reflection. If I not even touching my stop losses though, being real and not micromanage, this I'm gonna just see if it plays out, but I'll micromanage a little bit here. And it's because it's Friday. Even though it's a very light risk on the table, but I micromanage. These lows are still gonna get tagged. If we're being real. But I'm okay with that. It's cool. I have my reasons. Those holes are gonna get tagged. They ideally should. I don't see what else it wants to do at this point. It's doing too much dancing. Too much for me liking. Here comes the melt. Wow. So it came very close to my exit, and then turn around, have me get out the fucking position, and then now here it is about to melt. Whatever. If I didn't have a good week already, I've been heated. A little bit heated. Here she go. There she go. There she goes. About to drop off here. We're gonna give one more ride. One more ride, like the 5 minute chart. So same thing where like the on the 1 minute chart it created all this structure. I think the 5 minute charts also created nice these up close candles here. Nice structure. I'm just mad I got out all those times. Well, not mad, but it's been a perfect trade. So we should see this get tagged. So it's good to record yourself trading sometimes, though. So today I'm gonna look back and say, wow, I did micromanage a little bit more than I should have. And part of it is because this is a freaking bullish market, dude. And they didn't even clear. If they had cleared this highs strongly, I will not have any conviction about it going higher. Because part of me is like they barely tapped these highs. That's what had me really on edge. They barely tapped these highs, so they can always come back for this. Okay, finally took those lows. Man, after getting in and out of the position, it's not as glorious as it could have been. Now just more victory. Now just more victory. See? Anyways, that's just more victory. But there goes my baby. I was like, why you do me dirty today, man? Just more victory, that's all. Is there anything else wrong with this close though? I'm just done with this, guys. All right, I'm gonna call it a day, guys. I don't even want to sit here no more. Price to be played around too much. I'm good. Even right now, the reason I'm leaving, if you look on the S&P, these lows were not taken while they're taken on Nasdaq. So I don't want to sit here and play around on Friday and get back any profits at all. Because this could easily still turn around. Again, this is in the back of my head here. I can't get over that. Can't get over that. And we just had SMT right now. So I don't want to be the caught off guard necessarily. But I mean, I think there's a lot of lessons today, right? One is I did some micromanaging. I was overall right on direction where price is going to go. Everybody's with the reaction from. We got a reaction for the most part. Um, just again, this level here, and let's watch it, right? See if price ever comes back to here by the end of the day. But this level here just bothering me in the back of my head that this could easily just get tagged if price starts really going here. So that's what really was throwing me off my whole pivot. But overall, these lows got tagged. I won't be surprised if they drag this below midnight opening price. So then take out these lows here. I won't be surprised, but I don't really care to be a participant. But what I do see on the 5 minute chart, you see these up close candles, one, two, three, in contention with again this 15-minute level, this orange lines. Price has created some strong structure there that ideally, as price trades into it, that still should deliver lower prices. I just don't care to participate because a lot of mental capital has been used, and this is again in the back of my head. So, with that being said, I'll talk to you guys probably later today. We'll see. I might break down the charts um, for the week, and then yeah, we'll go from there. So, I'm out. Klaus Trade. I'll talk to you guys next time. This was insightful. Follow the page. More live trading.